Here's my top 10 of dogs from 10 to 1 that I would never own as a professional dog trainer. Let's dive into those today. These are all opinions based on my experience and exposure to these dogs. So obviously, when I see dogs, often they have behavioral issues, so I know that my opinion can be a bit biased. I'm sure there's awesome dogs in all the breeds that I'm going to list today, but there are a few that are just not for me ever. I wouldn't want to own one. I don't want to live with one. All right, number 10, the Chihuahua. Honestly, what's the point of that dog? It's not because they're yappy or anything, or that they have a lot of bite incidents, and I know there's lots of hate for the Chihuahua online and the online community. But you know, can you blame them for being nervous wrecks? They're so freaking tiny. They would be scared of everything. Life would be scary, man, when you're that small, where everything is bigger than you. I just don't see the point in a dog that small. I lose everything several times a day. My keys, my wallets, my water bottle. I'm not keen to lose a dog. Or sit on him, or step on the dog. Nope, not for me. Number 9, the German Shepherd. Shocker. Lots of dog trainers have shepherds, and it's almost like a rite of passage to own some type of shepherd or the Malinois. Well, that's never going to be me, and that is mainly because of the hundreds of wrecks that I've seen of German shepherds and I've worked with. So bad breeding makes some really messed up dogs and have completely put me off the breed. Yeah, I see so much reactivity and aggression in these dogs. So much whining. Like, oh my god, the shepherd whine makes me want to bash my head against a wall. Like that. Oh, I just can't. I cannot listen to it. Pair that with regular issues with their hips causing dysplasia or other things I don't want to deal with. So no, mainly due to the reactivity and the whining. Number 8 on my list of dogs that I would never own as a professional dog trainer is a Frenchie. To me, that is like buying a walking vet bill. We can add pugs to the list too, actually. There are some really cool Frenchies out there. I've worked with some really, really fun ones. But in general, for me, these dogs are riddled with health issues. On top of the cost of purchasing one, like, I don't know why Frenchies are so expensive. I just would never own one. You have to deal with the BOA surgery so the dog can actually breathe. And then there might be heart murmurs or other dodgy shit going on. I just don't want it. They also snore a lot. Like, look, I love a video of a Frenchie making funny noises as much as every other person, but I like it as a video. I don't want to live with it. Thank you. They're also, sorry to say it, not the brightest dogs. I don't need the brightest dog in the planet, but some Frenchies are just, they don't know what's going on, even after you tell them 100 times, and that gets a little frustrating. All right, number 7 on my list is the Cane Corso. That's just too much dog for me. I feel like I might want to group more dogs together instead of just saying Cane Corso, like Bulls or the Bordeaux dog or the Great Dane or the Neapolitan Mastiffs. For me, there's 3 big reasons why I would never own them. Actually, there's 4. First one is the chance for aggression is just too high. Yeah, these dogs are bred as guardian dogs a lot, and I just don't want to do it. Like, I have one reactive dog, and I would never choose to buy a dog with reactivity issues again. I'm not saying that every Cane Corso or Mastiff, whatever, is reactive, but the chances they are so high. And then it's a lot of dog to work with, and I just don't want to do it. Yeah. The second one is life expectancy. So most giant breeds don't get older than like 8 to 10 years old, and man, I couldn't cope with that. Like, I already get grief now whilst my dogs are alive and kicking and happy and healthy of the thought of them dying, hopefully in like 10 years. I could never do that to myself, buying a dog knowing I only get 8 years with them. And the drool those dogs produce, have you ever been next to one that flaps its head? Like, no. I know someone who has them, and those dogs are so cool. Like, I love to be around them, again, visiting. I just don't want to own it. And those dogs are outside dogs because they make such a mess inside the house. And then the last one, they're so expensive. Do you know how much you need to feed a giant breed? Or anything that needs to be done at the vet is extra expensive because, you know, everything goes on weight. That would be another reason for me to never get a dog like that. Number 6 on my list is the Husky or the Malamute or the Siberian Husky. And I feel you're either a northern breed type of person or you're not. I'm not. Huskies are too hairy for me. Those double coats and the way they like shed. No, that would be way too much work for me. They're also too noisy. Like the howling, again, that's funny on a video. I don't want it in my house. I also have met a lot of Huskies that jump the fence and love to go exploring. Also not really something I want to do. And Huskies are often assholes to other dogs. I don't know what it is with them, but they are, I would say they're almost a bit arrogant and ballsy. That don't mind starting drama just for the sake of drama. Yeah, so honestly, if you go to a dog park and you put 10 random dogs in there, I would bet money that it's the Husky that'll start shit just for the sake of it. Could be staring someone down, or, I don't know, man. It's always the Huskies that cause issues. So I don't want to have that dog either. Number 5 will be a surprise to many people, and that's the Labrador Retriever. Oh my god, did I just say that? Yep, I did. For me, Labradors, it's just not really my thing. I must say that doesn't go for all labs. There are definitely some, and usually more the working line labs that I do like. And it's usually, especially Labradors under 2 years old, that I don't find enjoyable at all. I know they're often advertised as the perfect family dog, which they often are, but they can also be so full on, so energetic, and a bit dim. Do you know, I often wonder, how is it that the Labrador is able to be the perfect guide dog for the blind and all these other amazing things, but then the ones that I see are just often so stupid. I'm sorry to say it that way. I'm like, how is your breed so smart and so dumb at the same time? Oh my god, how many people am I gonna offend with this? So that's just not for me. They're also so friendly that they're completely oblivious often to any social cues when someone has had enough of them. Yeah, like, come on, bro, read the room. Everyone is trying to wind down, but not the Labrador. I think the Labrador is always the last one standing and the first one ready to go. Like, you're perfect cheerleader and you're a yes man, and they're like, you're ride or die. And that's just not really my type of dog. I'm like, you need to chill. Number 4 will probably be another big shocker for a lot of people, and that's the Border Collie. The Border Collie is another super popular breed, but not for me, mainly because I'm a bit of a snob and I will always be Team Kelpie or the Team Coolie. I find that a lot of Border Collies are really insecure and neurotic. Again, right, this is from the Border Collies I see a lot. And I want a dog that's a bit more chill in the head. Like, yes, I want you to work and I love herding breeds, but I don't want you to spiral if I say you said something wrong once. To me, a Border Collie is a bit like a German. They lack a sense of humor. Oh, I can say that, I'm Dutch. They're always so serious. Yeah, or they're like people in the military. They're amazing followers. They listen, they don't question. They will exceed expectations. They'll go the extra mile. They'll blindly follow. But they won't say, fuck no, I don't want to do that because that's stupid and it makes no sense. And you know who does do that? A Kelpie. A Kelpie does that, has a sense of humor. And that's why, for me, a Border Collie is not on the table. Number 3, we're getting to the top 3 now, and that is any Doodle cross. Yeah, why? Because I don't like poodles. Like, that breed does nothing for me. Nothing wrong with the dogs, but I just don't get the, oh my god, I want a poodle, right? Which honestly, I think most people feel that way. That's why they get a oodle mix. Now, the Labrador is already on my list of dogs that I don't want. So why on earth would I go Labradoodle? Like, no way. I also refuse to pay thousands of dollars for a mixed breed. And you can put whatever cool package or name on it, that what you want. But in the end, it is a mixed breed that you paid way too much money for. And then, you know, too many backyard breeders, puppy mills, people that breed every oodle under the sun in the same house. I just don't want to do it. Yeah, like, that is not me. Number 2 on my list of dogs that I would never own as a dog trainer is the Schnauzer, and that goes for the giant or the miniature Schnauzer. And let me tell you, the Schnauzer is probably one of my most trained dogs ever. Every other person in Auckland seems to be having a Schnauzer. So I see them a lot, and that's mainly what my opinion is based on. Our number 1 issue, barking. So much barking. And the top 2 issue, thinking that they're bigger than dogs and never knowing when to shut up. Yeah, so I find it so off-putting. It can be anything and anyone walking past, could be someone on a bike or a scooter or just walking, and the Schnauzer always has to have the last word, even when it didn't concern them. Like, just shut up. And then appearance-wise, I really don't like the Schnauzer cut, and they mainly come in different shades of grey. There are 50 shades of grey, and I like myself a bit of color. Yeah. And the last one on my list is a Samoyed. Like, honestly, this dog, you might as well just get a cat. Let's start with the most obvious thing for the Samoyed. They have way too much hair. Yeah, and it's all white, way too much cleaning. I don't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it with the Husky, let alone with a Samoyed. No way. But the main reason is because they just don't want to work for you. Like, I've met one that was nice to work with. And all the other ones, they were dickheads. You know, generally if you say, let's go left, they want to go right. If you want to go up, they want to go down. I feel like they just want to spite you for the sake of it. Yeah, so there's like this very precise moment in the day that they want to do training, but you need to have the right location and the right treats. And then you have to guess which moment of the day that is. And if you pick the wrong one, he's like, fuck you, I don't want to do it. Okay, cool. Guess we'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, to me, this dog doesn't want to be a team, that doesn't want to work for you. It's also hard to motivate. Like, even if you use food, they're like, yeah, that is not my cup of tea at all. Yeah, like, I don't want a border collie that's like too much of that, but not engaging with me at all. Well, then I could get a cat, and I don't like cats. So that was my top 10 of dogs I would never want to own. Was your dog on the list? Or what did you think of my opinion? And what would be your top 3 or 5 or 10 of dogs that you would never own? I would love to hear it in the comments. Drop it down below. All right, see you next time.